Hi, this is Christiana Pranayama, and today's class is for anybody, any beginner who's already a little familiar with yoga, kind of knows the names, knows the alignments, but still wants to flow. It's going to be kind of a fast-paced Vinyasa class, lots of inhales and exhales and movements tied along to those. So grab your mat and let's get started. First, we're going to start off in a comfortable seated position, so go ahead and sit down on your mat in any cross-legged position that's going to be good for you. Go ahead and close down the eyes. Hands can be on the knees or on the thighs or crossed in the lap. And just start to notice your breathing. Notice the cool air coming in through the nose and the warm, damp air coming out. Notice your chest rising and falling. Notice your sit bones connected to the mat, your legs flat on the mat, and gravity pulling you down while you think of a clear string coming out of the top of your head, pulling your head, your skull up to the ceiling. Nice length in the spine. Exhale all of the air out of your chest. Bring that belly button into the spine. And then let it fill up. And flutter open the eyes. You're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, right arm on the mat, left arm up at the ceiling. Glance up at the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm stays up. Glance up at the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. You're going to twist to the right, bringing your right hand behind you, left hand on the knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist the other direction, left hand behind you. Inhale back up to center, and then fold forward any amount, trying to keep your back sit bones, your butt bones on the floor. You can tent your fingers in a spider formation out in front of you, trying to pull yourself forward if that feels good. And relax your neck. Go ahead and walk your hands to the right. Breathe into the left side body stretch. Walk your hands to the left for a nice side body stretch here. And bring your hands back into center. Walk yourself back up into a seated position. We're going to do some cat and cows to keep opening and waking up the spine. So go ahead and come into a neutral tabletop position. Your wrists lined up directly underneath your elbows, and your knees are lined up directly underneath your hips. They shouldn't be too far out or too close in, about two fists worth apart, okay? You're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, breathe in. Exhale, round the spine, breathe out. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. 3 more on your own like this. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Really make the movement count. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around the spine. And then just come to a neutral spine position. Great. You're going to bring your right foot between your hands, however you want to get it there. If you need to move it with your own hand, that's totally cool. And then you're just going to go back and forth, just opening up those hips a little bit. And then we'll stop with the hips in the back in a half splits position. You can tuck the back toe or untuck, foot flat on the mat, top of the foot flat on the mat. And just breathe into this stretch here. You can flex those front toes. All right, walk your hands towards the front of the mat, and you're going to tuck the left toes so that you're in a lunge position. Keeping your left hand on the mat, you're going to open up the right to the ceiling, right hand to the ceiling. Nice twist in the back. Breathe. And then swim the arm down. Bring that right foot to meet the left in plank position. Hold on to this for just a second. Get real nice and firm through the core. Push those heels back. Really push into your hands as well. And then very slowly, we're just going to lower all the way down and come into a Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath your shoulders. Elbows are shoulder width apart, and you can tell that by grabbing onto opposite arms, opposite biceps. And keep that chest nice and proud, pushing out. You can look up with your eyes if you'd like. Jut that chin out, gives you a nice stretch in the neck. And then exhale back through child's pose. Back into neutral tabletop. And bring your left foot between your hands. Back and forth with the hips. Opening up those joints, the hip flexors. All right, you'll find some stillness and bring your hips to the back of the mat into half splits. Like I said, tuck the toes or untucked, that's fine. You can flex that front foot or point or both. Nice big stretch in the back of the leg. And then walk your hands forward, tuck the back toes, plant the right hand underneath the shoulder, and then inhale the left hand up. Rather than opening up too much, you want to try and keep your shoulders in line with your spine and your hips. Nice and strong through that straight leg. Swim the left arm forward and down. Bring your left foot back to meet your right in a plank pose. Hold here for just a second. Get nice and firm in your core and in your belly. Pushing into the mat with your hands. Pushing behind you with your heels. And then we're going to come into a downward dog, our first downward dog of the day. So go ahead and pedal those feet out. Do whatever you need to do to get comfortable here. And slowly, we're just going to walk baby steps, baby steps, baby steps up to the front of the mat. And let your head hang heavy here. You can shake it side to side. You can nod it yes, no. Try and let something go in your lower back and in your hamstrings. If you tuck your belly in as well, like your lower belly, you should be able to find just a little more space. We're going to slowly roll up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, with the head being the last thing to come up on a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll your shoulders back a little bit and roll them forward. Do opposite shoulders back. And then opposite shoulders forward. You can add your elbows in, make it a nice big movement here. Great. Find stillness again. You're going to inhale the arms up overhead. We're going into sun salutations now. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're bringing the heat, okay? Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back into a plank pose. We're going to take your flow, so either lower halfway like I'm doing, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or you can take any kind of flow you'd like to do. Lift the right leg up, keep it nice and square, and now you can open up the hip, bringing that knee up to the ceiling, push into the mat with your right hand so that both of your hands are equally balanced on the mat. You can make some circles here with your knee. All right, bring it back up to three-legged dog, square off those hips, bring the right knee to the right elbow, three-legged dog, right knee, left elbow, three-legged dog, and then bring it through to a lunge. You can drop that back knee if you want. I'm going to. Lift the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank. Take your flow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the left leg straight. Exhale, open up the knee, up to the ceiling, push into the mat with your left hand. You can take some circles with the knee, one direction, and then the other direction. All right, back into three-legged dog. Square off those hips. Left knee comes to left elbow. And back up, three-legged dog. Left knee comes to right elbow. Back up, three-legged dog. And then left foot comes between the hands for a low lunge. Go ahead and inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, down to plank. Take your flow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward dog. Step, lunge, or hop to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Close down the eyes. Check in with the body. All right, we're going to do another sun salutation. A little bit more basic this time. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Step, hop, or jump to the back of your mat, plank position. Take your flow. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, high lunge, hands up. Inhale. Exhale, take your flow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot comes to the front, high lunge, arms up overhead. Exhale, take your flow. Meet me in downward dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. At the bottom of the exhale, you'll step, jump, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to stand. Arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. One more time, but we're going to go Surya Namaskar B. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up to chair pose. Exhale to the left. Inhale into chair pose. Step the right leg back. High lunge. Inhale. Open to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down, take your flow. Step, hop, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to chair pose. Exhale to Tadasana. Great. Other side. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale into chair pose. Step your left leg back behind you into high lunge. Arms up overhead. Breathe in. Open up to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, take your flow. Exhale, step, jump, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. Hold it for a couple breaths. This is the last one for today. Inhale to stand. Exhale, Tadasana. Shut down the eyes. Look at the inner landscape that you've created. Feel your breath move through the body. Flutter open the eyes. I'm gonna bring one foot behind you just so you can open up into a wide-legged forward fold with the blades of your feet parallel, big toes kind of pointing in just a little bit. You're gonna put your hands on your hips. Inhale, look up, breathe. Exhale, forward fold, leading with your chest. Hands on the hips, feeling that hinge. Inhale back up to standing. And then you're going to bend the right knee going into Skandasana. You can open it up if that's good for you. And then Skandasana on the other side. I'm trying to keep that bent leg, that foot of the bent leg flat on the mat if you can. Whatever is comfortable for you here. All right, bring it back to center. Really just let it go here. You can even interlace your hands on the back of your head. Let it go in your neck. You don't have to keep your knees locked either. You can keep your knees kind of bent. And then when you're ready, you can let go of the interlace. Bring yourself back up to standing. And then you can hop the feet back together. Lovely. We're just going to come down onto the mat. So coming into chair pose, you're just going to, as slowly as you can, bring your bum down on the mat. And then when you do, we're going into boat pose. So lift those legs up, those feet up high if you can. If you can only get to here, like I can today, that's fine. Arms straight out, palms up, looking up like a happy boat in the water on a beautiful summer's day. Nice inhale here. Moving into low boat on the exhale. One more inhale, up, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Hold it. Exhale it all down. Nice. We're going to do a supine pigeon here. So bend your left knee, bring your right ankle on top of that knee, and then if you can bring that left leg towards your chest, please do. Try and keep your shoulders on the mat, your chin down. Don't jet it out to the ceiling here. The only sensations you should be feeling should be in your hips. If there's any pain in your knee, either one, just ease out. You don't need to be hurting yourself. All right, let the left foot find the mat. You're going to switch sides. So right leg bent, left ankle on top of the right knee. Bring that right leg into the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed, chin relaxed, neck relaxed. And let your right foot find the mat. Bring the left foot on the mat as well. We're going into happy baby. Really trying to bring those knees into your armpits as much as you can. Let go of your feet. We're going to cross the right leg over the left, trying to cross twice if you can. Scooch those hips over to the right side of your mat and let the knees fall over to the left for a supine twist with eagle leg variation. You should be getting a pretty intense stretch in your outer hip and lower back with this one. You can cactus the right arm or have it straight out to the side, whatever's easier for you. You can use your left hand to push on your knees, pushing them down towards the ground. And unwind. Bring your feet back to the middle. Scoot your hips from the right side of the mat off to the left side. Twist or cross your left leg over the right twice if you can. And let those legs fall off to the right side. Opening up the left hand out to the left side of the mat, either cactusing the arm or having it straight out. Pushing on your knees with your right hand. Lovely. All right, bring it back to center. We're going to end here in either supine butterfly pose, which is this, or corpse pose, whatever you're feeling today, for about 2 minutes. Try and let everything go, even the focus on your breath. Stay present with the body. Try to notice things that you don't usually notice. Like where your breath finds its way to, how it moves inside of your body. Maybe any surprising places of tension that you find, you can let them go on your exhale. Fantastic. Go ahead and bring a deep inhale into the body. You can straighten your legs if they weren't straight before. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. You could stretch out overhead. Nice morning stretch, as we like to call it. All right, and go ahead and roll over to one side into a fetal position, nice and tight. Giving gratitude to yourself for showing up today, gratitude to the mat for supporting your practice, gratitude to the space you're in, to your internet access for being able to see this video and practice along. And push yourself up into a seated position. You're going to bring your hands into prayer in front of your chest. Think of 2 more things that you're grateful for today. Allow it to bring a smile to your face. And we'll close together with an Om. Inhale in nice and big. Flutter open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me with your practice today. I invite you to click on the thumbs up below to like this video to help support free yoga on the internet. And if you please subscribe to my channel, it really means a lot to me, helps me show up higher in search results, and like I said, provides free yoga on the internet. Thank you so much. Namaste.